Welcome back to SN Studios, everyone. Today we are delving into a chilling unsolved murder from Bradford. It's a case that has haunted the community for decades and remains shrouded in mystery. February 23, 1979. The streets of Bradford was rocked by a gruesome discovery. Sultan Mahmood, a local taxi driver, was found brutally murdered, his body bearing multiple stab wounds and burned almost beyond recognition. His remains were discovered by two men scavenging for scrap metal in a disused railway coal yard on Dryden Street, off Wakefield Road. The scene they stumbled upon was nothing short of horrific. The men immediately contacted the authorities and the investigation into Sultan Mahmood's murder began. Sultan Mahmood was not just a taxi driver, he was a father of four, a dedicated family man from Thurnscoe Road, Manningham. His brutal death left a void in the lives of his loved ones and sent shockwaves through the community. As the investigation unfolded, an alarming theory began to surface. Was this the work of an Asian mafia gang? At the time, rumours and speculation ran rampant. Some believed that Sultan had become entangled with an organised crime syndicate operating in the area. The concept of an Asian mafia was frightening, suggesting a network of criminals capable of extreme violence and intimidation. The day after Sultan Mahmood's body was discovered, police revealed new, startling information to the Telegraph and Argus. They had uncovered that Sultan had made 2 trips to Pakistan with vans. This revelation opened up a new line of inquiry. According to the police, Sultan's murder might have been orchestrated by men running a sophisticated van smuggling operation. This illegal network was involved in stealing vans from across Britain and shipping them to Pakistan. The police theorized that Sultan had somehow become entangled in this operation, either knowingly or unknowingly. His trips to Pakistan with vans suggested a possible connection to the smuggling ring, raising questions about his involvement. Adding another layer of mystery to Sultan Mahmood's case, the police made a public appeal for information about a mysterious Oriental-style dress ring found near his body. This peculiar item raised questions about its connection to the crime. Despite the initial interest in the ring, detectives were unable to gather much useful information. Their efforts were hampered by what they described as a wall of silence from the Asian community, who were reluctant to speak out due to a deep-seated fear of the police. To overcome these obstacles, police created slides to be shown in the city's Asian cinemas. These slides depicted a dark blue material with a white leaf design and a pink ribbon, which had been used to bind Sultan Mahmood's head and face. Officers even visited schools, hoping that English-speaking Asian youngsters could help bridge the language barrier and relay appeals to their older relatives, who often did not speak English. Despite these efforts, the community's fear and distrust proved to be significant barriers. In 1983, the case saw a flicker of hope when someone was finally brought to trial. However, the prosecution's case quickly fell apart. The judge dismissed the 2 key witnesses as feckless, worthless, and totally dishonest. The prosecution's case relied heavily on the testimonies of prisoners, who claimed that another inmate had confessed to the murder. These witnesses admitted they had personal gains at stake, such as reduced charges and bail, leading the judge to deem their statements unreliable. With the trial's collapse, leads dried up, and the case grew cold. It wasn't until 1994, 15 years after Sultan Mahmood's murder, that a new lead emerged. A member of the public came forward with information they had kept secret for years. This new information was compelling enough for the police to reopen the investigation. However, despite their renewed efforts, no charges were ever brought, and the identity of Sultan Mahmood's killer remains unknown. Thank you for joining us on SN Studios as we explored the unsolved murder of Sultan Mahmood. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more intriguing and chilling stories. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time.